$14.60 per shell. That is what I just spent on this Apex Ammunition Mossio Greenleaf Edition. I'm Curtis. In this video, we're going to go over why this ammo is so expensive, what exactly TSS is, if you need it, and how it works. Let's jump right into it. Density. Tungsten is much more dense than steel and lead. Pure tungsten is 19.34 grams per cubic centimeter. Apex advertises 18.1. I think they have a blend of nickel or copper in there, but still their pellets are mostly tungsten. Lead is 11.3 grams per cubic centimeter, and that is 4 grams per cubic centimeter more dense than steel. Coming in, it's about 7.8. So overall, you're 160 to 230% more dense than traditional steel or lead turkey loads on the market. Why this is important? This is important because now you can use smaller pellets, meaning more pellets in the shell. Instead of using 3, 4, or 5 shot for a turkey load, now you can use 7, 8, 9, 10. These rounds in particular being 9 and 10s. Because you're maintaining more velocity and you still have a similar grain of pellet at the same velocity of 1,190 feet per second, the kinetic energy is still much greater than traditional lead or steel loads downrange. Because the 9 and 10 shot is smaller, you have less air resistance and wind resistance as well. So overall, it's a lethal combination of getting these pellets downrange and getting them consistent and patternable. Now, with the smaller pellets, these rounds have 1,096 pellets per round, which as far as I know is more than any other round on the market. Even their 410 series has 395 pellets, which compared to a regular turkey round at 250 to 650 pellets per round, you're getting at least 200% more pellets downrange, which leads to more pellets on target with the same velocity that you would be shooting with lead or steel. So overall, it's designed to kill birds, and it does that very efficiently. So what I have is I have a 4-inch circle on a piece of cardboard out of 40 yards outside. I don't know why people shoot 10-inch circles and count the pellets in the 10-inch circle. It makes sense for me for ducks or maybe geese, but a turkey's head is not 10 inches. So I have a 4-inch circle. We're going to shoot it 40 yards. We're going to count how many pellets end up in that circle. It's funny, as we're shooting this, there's actually a turkey in this backfield here. Anyway, this is the setup I have. It's Winchester SX4 with a Vortex red dot sight. That's about it. It's pretty simple. The 6.665 Winchester Longbeard choke is not made for TSS shells, but it will shoot them. So here it goes. Wow. Recoil-wise, probably one of the hardest hitting shells I've shot out of a 12 gauge. Very surprised. That's what I hear in the reviews, is it's a hard hitter. Of course, it's because of the speed and density that it's shooting. Here is the final count. As you can see, the pattern is probably about, I would consider that 2 or 3 inches off. This is probably the dead center of the pattern, but still very efficiently did what we were trying to. There is 142 pellets in this 4-inch circle. That is absolutely insane. I mean, you can really see it at the back. That is at 40 yards. That is a super tight pattern. 142 pellets in a 4-inch circle is unreal. I'm very impressed with this. For $15 per shell, it comes at a very hefty price tag. This box was $72.99. I did buy 2 boxes. I shot 2 rounds to pattern my shotgun. I think I'm pretty dialed in. Have 3 left, and that should last me all season. I don't think I'm gonna kill more than 3 turkeys or shoot at more than 3 turkeys. I am hunting 3 states, so we'll see how it goes. But overall, I think if it comes down to, do you need this or do you want this? No, you do not need this. You do not need to spend $15 per shell. Steel and lead have killed a ton of turkeys, and they will continue to kill a pile of turkeys. If most people haven't switched over to TSS by now, they're probably going to stick with lead for price reasons. If you have the money laying around, I think it would be a good investment to go ahead and buy a box, because they're going to last a year. If you buy 5 rounds, unless you're shooting at a pile of turkeys, which most people aren't, what's $75 a year? That is not that much. Nobody wants to wound a bird. Wounding birds is not fun. Sometimes those birds hang up at 50 yards. If you can reach out there and you have a proper setup, which is very important, I think it would be very within range to kill a bird out to 50 or 60 yards. If you're shooting open sights, I would not recommend switching over to TSS. You have much less room for error. So if it is low light conditions, or if that bird is farther out, say 50 yards, yes, your round is capable of killing that bird efficiently. However, if you're using a single bead, it's going to be very hard to get that perfect shot lined up to where that pattern hits that bird where you want to hit that bird. I would definitely recommend getting a red dot or a scope if you're shooting TSS. I think overall, these rounds are awesome. I think they're going to change the game. I like Apex personally because they are veteran owned. They're made in Mississippi. They release some awesome content online, some really cool videos. I like to watch them, but I think it's a really cool small brand, so I'm going to support Apex. Similar TSS rounds go for similar prices, so it's completely up to you. Federal Premium, Remington, all your major ammo brands make TSS rounds. I'm just shooting Apex because I like the brand and I wanted to see what they were about. So overall, if you have a proper setup, I would go ahead and buy these. If you have some money laying around, maybe only buy 2 boxes to start with, like I did. $140. It is a lot of money for 10 rounds, but if you think about it, that's 7 or 8 turkeys. That will make you feel a little bit better. So overall, I think these are a go. I would say yes. Keep in mind, I bought these with my own money. I'm not sponsored by any means or affiliated with Apex. I wish I was, but I am not. So in my personal opinion, I would go ahead and buy some Apex ammunition, anywhere from 8 to 10 shot rounds, and shoot them for yourself and see how you like them. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in.